Jai Hind everyone. In this video, we are covering one of the topics that is under static GK. In this video, we are talking about SDG, that is Sustainable Development Goals. So, let's get started. Basically, before going to the SDGs, we'll first get to know the history behind it or the causes that have come up in the result of creation of SDGs. So, first of all, in 2012, the story of SDGs has been started. How? In 2012, there was UN conference that was in Rio, and in that conference, there has been a discussion about sustainable development. So, this is where the framework for coming up with SDGs has come up. So in 2012, discussion on sustainable development, and later on 25th September 2015, 17 sustainable development goals were created and with an agenda that is by 2030, 169 targets under 17 sustainable development goals must be met. So it was in 2015 and these were enforced on 1st January 2016. So under 17 sustainable development goals, how many targets do we have? We have 169 targets. And these has to be accomplished by 2030. But are these legally binding? No, the sustainable development goals are not legally binding on the member countries. So these are the uh, basic overview of the SDGs. Now we'll go into the 17 SDGs. Now, under the 17 SDGs, the first one is no poverty. So, what is the first sustainable developmental goal? That is no poverty. So, in examinations, they ask like, what is the primary focus of SDG 1? So, it will be no poverty. So, this is how the questions are being asked in the examination. So, if they ask, what is the primary focus of SDG 5? So, what is SDG 5? That is gender equality. Therefore, this is how we need to study the SDGs also. We need to remember the number and also the focus of the SDG that is given to it. Under that, the first one is no poverty. So, what is the first SDG? That is no poverty. And then next we have zero hunger. So, what is the next SDG? That is zero hunger. The SDG 2 is zero hunger. And then we have the third one is good health and well-being. So what is the third SDG? We have good health and well-being. So let's try to remember it like a story. So what happens if we have no poverty? Then we don't need to go hungry. We don't need to have hunger for anything because as we are not in the we are in a good condition, we can get food, so there will be no hunger. So when we don't have hunger, our health will have good health and we'll have a well-being and will live a life properly. So from that, no poverty, zero hunger, and good health. So what a person with good health, what does he want? He wants quality education. So he want to educate himself and to come up with a better version of him. What does he need? He needs education. So in education, basically before there was mass percentage of boys enrollment in the schools, but to bring gender equality, what happened? They have enrolled girls also. So in education, from education, we can remember gender equality. And then uh, until then, this is one set where the first one is no poverty. Because of no poverty, there is no hunger. And if there is no hunger, we have good health and the well-being of the individual. And if a person is health, what does he want more? He wants quality education to refine himself. So to get quality education, he has enrolled in the school, and to there was less percentage of girls. So to bring gender equality, uh, uh, girls were also enrolled. So this is the first set where we have covered 5 SDGs. Now we'll move to the next set. I bad. Wait, just give me a second. Now, the next set starts from SDG 6. Now, what is the SDG 6? That is clean water and sanitation. So, to go to school, what time do we need to wake up? We need to wake up at 6. And what do we need to do right after waking up? We need to brush our teeth with clean water. So, cleaning our teeth with brushing our teeth with clean water. So, at 6 a.m., we need to wake up to get ready to school, and we need to brush our teeth with clean water and sanitation. And then at by 7 we can to get vitamin D. So suppose imagine that you want vitamin D, so you have you have stood somewhere in the sun so that you can get energy from the sun. So we know solar energy is affordable. So seventh SDG is affordable and clean energy. And our parents, how many hours do our parents work? They work for 8 hours. So organized work culture is 8. So 8 means 8 work hours. So like that we can remember eighth SDG is related to work, that is decent work. How many hours? What is the official number of working hours in India? That is 8 hours. So 8th SDG means decent work and economic growth. And then we have, where do they work? They work in industry. Okay, or they are an entrepreneur, so they do innovation, or they build so infrastructure. So from 6th, we need to wake up at 6 and brush our teeth with clean water. And after that, we need to spend time in the sun to get energy. So sun is affordable. And next, we need to we have work for 8 hours. And where do we have work? This is where ninth SDG comes. That is industry, innovation, and infrastructure. And the 10th SDG is reduced inequality. So in this work, in the work condition, there shouldn't be any differences between people. So everybody should be dealt with equality. So the inequality must be reduced. So 10th one is inequality, where in industry. So the work in industry should be given with no inequality. So for that, we can remember it like reduced inequality. Some people might confuse between SDG 5 and SDG 10 because these are like similar, where in 5 we are talking about gender equality, whereas in 10th SDG we are talking about reduced inequality. So be careful and also mindful while learning SDG of 5 and 10. So this is the second set, where SDG 6 is clean water and sanitation. Seventh one is affordable and clean energy. Eighth SDG is decent work and economic growth. And well, the ninth one is industry, innovation, and infrastructure. And the 10th one is reduced inequality. Now, the next set, that is from 11 to 17. What is the 11th one? That is sustainable cities and communities. So we have built infrastructure, and after building infrastructure, we have got equal work. Like there is no inequality in the work. So from that, we were able to build cities. So with good infrastructure and with reduced inequality in the work, we have started building cities and communities. So from infrastructure, work, and with reduced inequality, we have built good cities that are sustainable. Okay, and and for that, and also after that, after building cities, what do we need? We need consumption and production of goods to run the cities, obviously. So, but that consumption and production should be responsible. So, what is the SDGs 12? That is responsible consumption and production. And while building infrastructure, or while building, producing and consuming different goods, we need to keep in mind of the climate. So the 13th SDG is climate. But and also obviously, if there are industries, there is a possibility of dumping out the waste first and water first in water, that may affect the life that is in water, like fishes, marine animals, that their life can be affected if we dump the industry waste. So from climate, water, And from water, we have land. So three are covered. First terrestrial, aquatic, and then climatic. So these three covered. What happened from industry, and with industry and reduced inequality in work, we were able to build sustainable cities and communities. And after that, what do we need? We need goods to survive or to consume. So for that, responsible consumption and production is needed. And after that, while producing things, we need to be mindful of the climate and our actions that can affect our climate. So what is the 13th one? 13th one is climate action. And after climate action, we have not land, but water. So remember, the first one is life below water. So we are coming from bottom to up. So what happens? If we see, this is the way we have water and we have land here. So we are coming from the bottom to the top. So for 14th one is water, and then we have land. So if after all these, if we take care of every aspect that is involved in this, we can bring peace and also strong institutions. So what is the 16th SDG? Peace and strong institutions. And the 17th one is partnerships for goals. So if it is this one city where you have taken care of all these aspects to build and to bring peace in this city, so after that, after bringing or after attaining peace in this city, what you look for? You look for partnership with other cities, so to attain your goals. So these are the 17 SDGs. And how many targets are to be achieved under 17 SDGs? These are 169 targets, and these needed to be attained by 2030, that is 2030. So let's go through the SDGs once more. First, we'll try to recollect the story. So what happens? If we have no poverty, then no hunger. And if there is no hunger, we'll be in good health condition. So after that, when a person is in good health, what does he need? He needs education to refine himself mentally, socially, and everything. And after that, that education must be with gender equality. So there shouldn't be any difference between men and women. The education should be given to everyone to maintain the gender equality. And every day we need to wake up at 6 a.m. and brush our teeth with clean water and maintain sanitation. After that, by 7 or at 7 in the morning, we can spend time in outside under sun to get energy, and the sun energy is also affordable. And then our work should be minimum, our work should be of 8 working hours where it is decent. So 8 SDGs, decent work and economic growth. So where do we work? It is either in industry, or like if you are an entrepreneur, you can do innovation or you can build infrastructure. So this is the location of the work. And in while working, there should be no inequality. So there should be no inequality among the workers. So with that, we can build cities and also good communities that can be sustained. And after building sustainable cities and communities, we need production and consumption of goods for our survival and for maintenance of daily activities. So for that, the consumption and production should be responsible. And also we need to take care of climate and also life that is in water and also life that is on the land. And after that, if we take care of all these things, we can bring peace and also we can make strong institutions in the city. And after we brought peace in the city, what we look for? We look for partnerships for attaining our goals with other cities. So this is how the SDGs can be remembered. Now, based on the story, we'll try to recollect the SDGs. So first one is no poverty. Second one, zero hunger. Third SDG, good health and well-being. Fourth SDG, quality education. Fifth, gender equality. Sixth, clean water and sanitation. 7, affordable and clean energy. 8, decent work and economic growth. Ninth one, industry, innovation and infrastructure. So 9 is I cube, 3 I's. 10th one is reduced inequality. 11th, sustainable cities and communities. 12th, responsible consumption and production. 13th, climate action. 14th, life below water. 15th, life on land. 16th, peace and strong institutions. And this last and 17th SDG is partnerships for goals. So this is the information that is needed under the topic, that is SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. I hope the video is beneficial to you. If you think so, please like and share the video, and we'll meet in the next class with another topic under Static GK playlist. Jai Hind.